What if I told you that your cat understands far more than you think? Not just your voice, not just your habits, but even your emotions. And what if I told you that somewhere, at some point, a small, quiet cat became the difference between life and death for its owner? Today, you're going to discover the hidden world of cats, their intelligence, their instincts, their emotions, and the truth most people completely ignore. Cats are often misunderstood. People think they are cold, distant, and independent creatures that don't really care about humans. But science and real-life stories tell a completely different story. A cat's brain is incredibly advanced. In fact, it is about 90% similar to the human brain in structure. That means cats process information, emotions, and memory in ways that are surprisingly close to how we do. They remember your routines. They remember your voice. And yes, they absolutely recognize when you are calling them. But here's the interesting part. They often choose not to respond. Not because they don't understand, but because they are independent thinkers. Cats don't obey automatically like dogs. They decide whether something is worth their attention, and that's what makes them fascinating. Cats can produce over 100 different sounds. From soft purring to sharp meows, from chirps to growls, each sound has a meaning. Some are used to communicate with humans, not other cats. That means your cat has actually developed a unique language just for you. And then there's something even more surprising. Cats dream. When you see your cat twitching, moving its paws, or making tiny sounds during sleep, it's not random. Just like humans, cats go through sleep cycles, including deep sleep where dreams occur. They might be dreaming about chasing something, exploring, or even interacting with you. Now think about this. When your cat chooses to sleep next to you, it's not just because it's warm or comfortable, it's because it feels safe. Cats are naturally cautious animals. In the wild, they are both hunters and potential prey, so they don't relax easily. If your cat sleeps next to you, it trusts you completely. And trust, for a cat, is everything. Now let me tell you a story. One night, a man was walking home late. The streets were quiet, almost empty. As he passed by a dark corner, he heard a faint sound, a weak, barely noticeable cry. He stopped, he looked around and finally saw it, a small kitten, injured and shaking, hiding near the wall. It looked fragile, scared, alone. Most people might have kept walking, but not him. He picked up the kitten carefully and took it home. At first, the cat didn't trust him. It stayed hidden. It avoided eye contact. Days passed. He fed it, gave it a warm place to sleep, spoke to it softly. Slowly, something changed. The cat began to come closer. It started watching him. Then one day, it sat next to him. Trust had begun. Weeks later, they had formed a quiet bond. But one night, something unusual happened. The man was asleep. Everything seemed normal. Suddenly, the cat jumped onto him aggressively. It wasn't gentle. It wasn't playful. It was urgent. The cat kept pushing him, meowing loudly, refusing to stop. The man woke up, confused and slightly annoyed. "What's wrong with you?" he thought. But then he noticed something. A strange smell. Faint at first, then stronger. Gas. The house was slowly filling with gas. A leak. Something that could have easily gone unnoticed. Until it was too late. His heart started racing. He got up immediately, opened the windows, left the house, and called for help. That night, the cat didn't just wake him up. It saved his life. Stories like this are not rare. Cats have incredible senses. Their hearing is sharper than ours. Their sense of smell is stronger. They can detect subtle changes in the environment long before humans notice anything. But it's not just about senses. Cats also respond to emotions. They can feel when you are stressed. They can sense when you are sad. They notice changes in your behavior, your tone, even your energy. Have you ever felt like your cat comes closer when you're not feeling okay? That's not your imagination. Cats may not express love the same way dogs do, but they do feel it. They just show it differently. When a cat sits next to you quietly, when it follows you from room to room, when it blinks slowly while looking at you, those are signs of connection. And here's something even more interesting. Cats don't see you as their owner. They see you as another cat, a bigger one. That's why they behave the way they do, rubbing against you, sitting near you, even sometimes talking to you. In their world, you are part of their environment, their family, not a master. So the next time your cat ignores you, or sits silently, or suddenly comes to you for no reason, remember this. There's always a reason. You might not understand it fully, but your cat does. Cats are not simple animals. They are observers. They are thinkers. They are survivors. And sometimes, they are heroes. So the next time you look at your cat, ask yourself one question. How much does it really understand that I don't? If this video changed the way you see cats, then take a second to like this video. Share it with someone who loves animals. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories and facts you've never heard before, because this is just the beginning.